Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear its messages. If you do end up subscribing, I upload my new Taurus and Scorpio videos on Tuesdays. And for those of you who are interested, the deck that I'm using today is called the Gilded Tarot. And it's by Ciro Marchetti. And lastly, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the links are in the description. I'm going to go ahead and take these and put these back. Okay. So I'm going to pull out one more card for you guys and then start on the reading. Alright, so your overall energy is the Five of Swords in reverse. So the Five of Swords upright usually talks about conflict and issues and some kind of oftentimes competition, actually. If you look at this particular card, this man has won. And he's taking all of the other swords as his prize, right? Usually in other depictions of the Five of Swords, there's other people in the background that are sort of walking away, but in this depiction it almost looks like everyone else has either died or is on their way there. So I'm definitely getting the sense that you are no longer in conflict and you're very much the person who has won. I think that in the past you may have felt like you were losing that conflict, but now I feel like you're really going out of that energy. There may be another group of you guys that doesn't necessarily feel like you're coming out on top, but I don't think that's necessarily the case, especially with a lot of these other cards, because I see happiness in the rest of your reading. But like I was saying, I see the Death and the Judgment card. So, just really quickly, the Death card is the card of Scorpio. So some of you guys might be dealing with a Scorpio, but that's just for whoever that resonates with. The Death card in itself talks about change, talks about death of a situation. So I definitely see that you're moving away from these conflicts. And with this Judgment card, Taurus, I feel like you're not the one that has to like get their hands dirty, right? So I feel like if there's somebody who's been very deceitful to you, or very just negative, toxic kind of a person, definitely I feel like they're getting their just desserts this time around, and I don't think that that's something that you have to do. I definitely see that in the past, especially with this Ten of Swords. You know, this could be somebody who has betrayed you, somebody who's lied to you, somebody who hasn't been honest and has purposefully hurt you. And I'm looking at this particular card and I see a deer in the background. A deer that's just kind of looking at this man getting pierced with all these swords. And, you know, obviously in a literal sense, a deer can't really do a whole lot in that situation. But I feel like in relation to your life, you may have gotten upset at someone who sort of turned their back on you. I'm getting that you really like put a lot of work towards this person. It might be in a love sense, but for some of you, I'm also getting work. And definitely I see a lot of energy. So I see the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, right? So those to me are people. So the Queen of Wands represents fire signs, right? So that's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I think that for a lot of you guys, this is how you're coming off. Definitely, if you have a lot of fire in your chart, this could be coming out. But I also feel like, even for those of you who don't have fire in your chart, it feels like you're very passionate about what you do. You're very kind, loving, ambitious, strong, smart, intelligent, all those things that come with the Queen of Wands. So to me, it feels like people are seeing you this way. And especially if there's like other people that are on the outside of the situation looking in. With the Queen of Wands and the Judgment card, I definitely feel that people are looking at you and like feeling like, wow, she didn't deserve that. Wow, why would anyone do that to her? Or him. You know, obviously, not everyone who watches my videos has to be a woman. It's not really gender specific. I'm mostly talking about the energies here. But I really do feel that there is a prominent group of you that are female and are coming off as this very passionate, caring person who may have been betrayed or taken advantage of with this Ten of Swords. And I feel like for others of you, it could be that there is a prominent Queen of Wands figure in your life. So for some of you, I'm getting that could be a mother, that could be a partner, right? So a strong Queen of Wands energy. If you're a straight female, it could be a male that's a Queen of Wands energy, sort of like that strong, passionate, caring energy. And with this Knight of Cups and this Knight of Swords, for those of you who are wondering about pursuing a relationship with this person, I definitely feel that this person wants to move forward. With the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, you have some pretty quick, fast-moving energy, because the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. So when you have that coupled with the Knight of Swords that brings forward the message of love, I definitely see that there's a very strong connection here. And that's even without taking into consideration the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Cups that I see. The Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment, so I really do see a happy life with this person. You know, if you're interested in something that's long-term, I haven't mentioned this before, but I haven't mentioned it specifically, but for some of you, the Queen of Wands might actually be a woman and you're also a woman, and it could be a same-sex relationship. I'm looking at this Ten of Cups and I see two women, so that just further cements that in my mind, that there's a group of you that might be experiencing that particular situation. But I definitely see that there's sort of moving back to this Knight energy. When you see the page, that's sort of the beginning inception of a message, and to me, when I see the Knight, that's a level up from the inception of the message, right? So that's moving towards action. It's moving towards you. And like I was saying earlier, with your overall energy as the Five of Swords, definitely someone who's... It almost feels like someone may have like told you some false information about this person, like this person is in a relationship when they actually weren't. But I feel like that's all being cleared up now, especially with the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups to me talks about, you know, fantasizing and thinking, but I often think that it could be sort of a perfect opportunity to manifest, right? Because what we think about is what becomes our reality. So I feel like if you have been thinking, giving a lot of thought about a situation, now would be a good time to check up on it, especially see what the other person is thinking or how things are moving along, because with this Ten of Cups, I definitely see that there's the long-term potential for success, especially with this Death card, because it really does feel like whatever it was in the past that was sort of hindering you or keeping you sort of like a weight, something that was keeping you back, is definitely out of your... The obstacle that was bothering you is out of your way. The Ten of Swords is out of your way, because you have this Judgment, and this person basically is getting what they deserve for interfering with your personal life. So I definitely see that you're coming off as this very strong person and they want to move forward to you. But that was your reading for this time around, Taurus. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It really helps out the channel, and personally, I like to know if these readings resonate for you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new Taurus videos on Tuesdays. But if you want to see more content, you're more than welcome to look at my other timeless readings that I have on this channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time.